So I'm Patrick Lesby, I'm the graduate intern at York's and John Careers Department. I studied English Literature and Film last year, so I graduated in November and I'm starting in August. So I worked during uni, but I knew I needed to get something to bridge that experience between being a student and then doing a graduate role. I ticked lots of the boxes, but also not all of them, so it was also had an opportunity for me to grow a lot within the role. So day to day, I mainly look after sort of Launchpad Online, where we keep all of our part-time jobs, graduate jobs and events. And I also sort of look after the Launchpad space, so I'll put up like advertisements, so like what we've got on at the moment, and I'll check through to make sure jobs meet our policies. So we vet them all, got meet certain hours and a wage criteria. I'm working on like a volunteering database to make that more accessible for students. You might think it's just shop work, but maybe they'll have like an internet-related thing, website development, and just sort of any projects that people need a bit of help with. That's my job, just helping out. Generally it's what I've read last, but I read The Shining after I finished uni and before I started here, and I was absolutely enthralled with it. It was so scary that it sort of stayed with me a lot. Because I love the film as well, but seeing the difference between how characters like that Jack Nicholson's character in the film and in the book really changed. In the film he's definitely a lot more violent from the beginning, but in the book you sort of see this fall to madness, and that really interested me. The Grand Budapest Hotel by Wes Anderson, because I really love his aesthetics and style, but I also really find the move between comedy and this really weird level of tragedy interesting. It's such a beautiful film that we're actually going to get a print of it for our new flat. You didn't ask about TV, but I love Twin Peaks, the David Lynch TV series. So that's like my biggest favourite ever, I think.